TikTok kind of blew up recently about the craze that is pink sauce.
Pink sauce.
Pink sauce.
Pink sauce. Pink sauce.
Pink sauce.
Pink sauce.
Pink sauce.
Pink sauce. Pink sauce. Pink sauce.
It actually came from a private chef in Miami, Florida named Chef Pie, who says she actually invented the sauce for her restaurant back in June of 2021, but it wasn't until she put it on TikTok that it blew up and everybody wanted to try it.
Some ramen with my pink sauce.
And man, when she realized she had curiosity on her side, she decided it was time to release it to the public. And there were many either lovers of her or haters of her that decided that they wanted to get on the pre-sale. Haters wanted to try it just so that they could trash it. Lovers and just wanted to support a small business owner. The ingredients she's using to make the pink sauce is dragon fruit, sunflower seed oil, chili, honey, and garlic. Now, this is all fine and good. More power to her. She's coming up with an original recipe. Cool. But then the release date comes. People start to receive their sauce. And what they're finding is there's more than what's just listed here. One of the things everybody was finding was that milk was listed in the ingredients, and milk-based products cannot be shipped at room temperature. And this is how Chef Pie was sending everything at room temperature. Some people's sauce was coming really swollen up in the bottle, which would indicate bacteria growth.
Wow.
Damn, look how fat the bottle is. That's crazy.
For y'all, we got the pink sauce. It's cold too. It's cold.
Okay, y'all starting to scare me now. Do you see how bloated that bottle is? Why is it bloated? That comes from a buildup of bacteria that has created a gas due to lack of refrigeration.
Some even came exploded in the mail.
The pink sauce
Cause y'all
cancel.
waited this long for nothing. This is no ma'am. We're not trying this. Look at this. It stinks like throw up. No. I'm holding my breath like a motherfucker. Oh my god. Look at this!
These were not shipped with any kind of temperature safety in mind, it seems. A problem that a lot of the haters had with this was that she couldn't describe the flavor.
Honestly, it has its own taste. If you want to taste it, buy it. It goes on sale tonight.
And that's a big problem because you should know what your own product is going to taste like. Her whole thought process behind this was if you want to know what the flavor is, you better buy it and find out. Which is kind of taking a gamble, especially at the price that she was charging for these pink sauce bottles, $20 a pop plus shipping. Now, I ain't got fancy money, so I didn't try to get a hold of this crap, but plenty of people did. Upon arrival and realizing that it wasn't really arriving in the safest kind of situation, people also noticed that there was something a little weird about the label on the back. Vinegar was misspelled. The serving size was completely screwed up. Now, there were some positive reviews from fans of her that seemed to like it. But more than anything, it seemed like there was negative backlash, like back to back. One guy even made a big scene and claimed that he died. Like, I'm not even kidding you right now. He claimed that the sauce killed him. I don't have any videos of that, nor did I want to go searching because he's a piece of crap, but here's his statement about it.
It's Dev. So I'm not dead. So first and foremost, I want to say sorry if I scared y'all. I mean, that was my intent, but like not like this. Second off, I want to say to Chef P, sorry if this scared you at all or impacted your business in any way. That was never my intent.
What was your intent then there, man? You didn't intend to destroy somebody's private business by faking your own death? You could have a lawsuit coming your way, buddy. I mean, she might also have a few lawsuits coming her way, but still, what you did was entirely screwed up. You're not helping the situation. You were not helping the panic. It's unbelievable. How dare you sit here and pretend that this was never your intent? What, were you just trying to get a few TikTok likes, TikTok clicks? The hell is the matter with you, dude?
Opposite, actually. This was meant to be a full social experiment to see how quickly other people could spread misinformation.
Oh, a social experiment. Don't I feel stupid? Dude, this is the best you could come up with? You know, the best thing you could have done is just come out and flat out say, I was stupid and I'm sorry. That's it. That's the best thing you could have done. But here you are, coming up with these amazing excuses here. A social experiment. Really? Oh, god damn.
So we're gonna get into like what I did and what I observed later, but first we need to go through everything because a lot of stuff is being said right now and a lot is going down. First and foremost, I want to go on record and say, because people are saying that she wants to sue me, I have never tried pink sauce. I have never bought pink sauce. I am in no way affiliated with pink sauce.
That makes it worse, dude. You've never bought it and you were making these claims. I don't think that makes it any better. In fact, I think that hurts your case. At least if you had gotten sick, you could have tried to flip a lawsuit back around on her, but you don't even have that to stand on. That's how ridiculous this whole thing is.
And not only that, but in the videos that I created, my first video said, you did not try the pink sauce, which implies I did not try the pink sauce. Even though I had sauce smeared on my face, you can clearly tell that it's not pink sauce.
Oh, okay, so we're the idiots for believing the whole thing. Okay. No, I get it. No, I mean, this is a very common thing when anybody screws up on social media. You just push the blame. Push the blame on anybody else. In this case, he's pushing the blame on everybody who watched his video. It sounds like a smart move, sure.
It's something else. Second off, the second video, which references the first video, just says that I'm not feeling good and that I ate it. Second off, when I say I ate the pink sauce, it's not trademarked, unfortunately, so you don't know which pink sauce I am talking about. Third, I never said that I was dying or anything like that. I just said in loving memory.
Well, that's enough of that horse crap. He clearly is just trying to cover his own ass right now because I have a big feeling that if Chef Pie really wanted to, regardless of everything else that's gone wrong in her world, as far as the pink sauce goes, she could potentially sue this guy. I could see it happen. Along with that, there's always going to be more fakers. This is one that really blew up that I can't even believe people let get by. This guy claimed that he poured it out and it looks like there's worms in the pink sauce. Take a look.
Got the new pink sauce on deck. You already know. We're gonna try this. See if it's any good. Oh, what the hell?
What is that stuff?
Oh. I'm not buying anything from TikTok anymore.
Again, let me stress my point here. It does not matter if you liked the pink sauce, if you think the whole thing is stupid, spreading lies about it, especially when somebody's trying to get a small business up off the ground, that's screwed up. If you legitimately bought it and you legitimately didn't like it, by all means, you can spread your opinion everywhere. You could tell people that you hated the sauce, it doesn't matter. Or you could tell people you think it's gross the way it arrived and you're not even going to try it. I think all of that is technically fine, but when you start lying about the product, that's just screwed up. People also seem to notice that the color wasn't consistent, and like every bottle, it almost seemed like the pink was just a little darker or a little lighter. All depends. And then Chef Pie's response to this was, well, lighting.
The color didn't change, just the lighting.
Now, unfortunately, this is kind of one of those circumstances where she really should have stepped back before saying anything and digging herself into a hole deeper, because she's kind of seems like she's letting her emotions guide her through this, and that's not a very wise thing to do for the most part. The next thing that she says about the FDA is kind of shocking for somebody who is a private chef.
What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical products. The pink sauce is not a medical product. The pink sauce don't contribute to your health. I never said that. Did I?
Well, actually, I'm going to contradict you real quick because you did actually mention that there may be health benefits. So let's roll an earlier TikTok that she had made before release.
Yes, y'all. So I see a lot of comments like y'all thought I was being like rude or I didn't want to explain the sauce.
While she didn't outright say this has health benefits, she certainly implied it with the text in that TikTok there. But also the Food and Drug Administration, the Food and Drug, that the F stands for. I know you guys know this. I think the problem with this, though, is like I said, had she stepped back and actually tried to listen to what people were saying before responding and reacting, she could have done some research. Because especially being a chef, coming out and making a statement like this kind of makes you lose a little bit of credibility. Kind of makes people lose trust in what you do. In most situations, I even had to get ServSafe certified to be a GM at a Pizza Hut. And you learn all about the FDA and the USDA and all that kind of stuff, and temperature danger zones and certain products that need to be kept within a certain temperature. And it just kind of seems like she hasn't gone through all of that, which is just a little worrisome. And one of her apology videos, instead of like acknowledging at all everybody's health concerns or anything like that, she acknowledges the label, which granted is an important thing as well, but it's not the important thing at the moment. The label was just kind of a small thing here.
All right, y'all, time to acknowledge the elephant in the room. So I want to start off by saying, number one, my apologies. My apologies. I'm only human. I'm not perfect. Another thing, we have a team. Things happen. The grams got mixed up with the serving size. There's 444 grams of pink sauce inside of each container. It's about 30 servings per container. It was a mistake. We fixed the issue. You guys will not be receiving pink sauce bottles with the bad label. We are replacing all of the labels. We also are sending you guys a gift and a thank you note.
I mean, that's all fine and good. Fix the label, send a gift, and all the thank you notes you want, but you gotta acknowledge the sickness that this is potentially causing as well.
And this is a small business, y'all. This is a small business that is just moving really, really fast.
Now look, I don't think anybody expects a small business to be perfect on launch. However, when it comes to food, you have to at least make sure your product isn't going to get people sick. You have to at least make sure your product is safe for people to eat. If it's not, you're not ready to go into business yet. See, the thing though about running a small business is that any good business owner and any good leader within a business knows that everything that goes wrong is your fault as the business owner. Even if somebody screws up, it is your fault. She decided to blame the graphic designer for the mislabeling and just saying that, she should have double-checked, triple-checked, whatever. But she still blamed the graphic designer, when in reality, it could be the graphic designer's fault. But as the business owner, you were supposed to come out and say, I am sorry that this happened. We are getting it addressed. You can't push the blame. I mean, you certainly can give disciplinary action if that person happens to be your employee. However, you are still the business owner and it's still your responsibility to make sure this stuff is good. And especially labels, you should be rereading them, making sure that they're 100% right. Even grab somebody else to be your proofreader. Make sure that you have all eyes on it to make sure you don't send something out that looks that unprofessional.
Yes, we are following FDA standard. However, we are currently in lab testing. So once we go through lab testing, we will be able to pitch to stores to put the pink sauce in stores. And we're so excited about that. But yeah, we're growing every day.
Look, I understand that not everything that's put out there is FDA approved. However, the fact of the matter is, you probably didn't even know that it would be wise to get an FDA approval on it before sending it out. This lab testing and all that should have been done before you open your business. According to Vice, she has since sent out an email with terms and conditions, which is, again, just kind of scary for a food product that you gotta understand your terms and conditions when you buy it. There's a lot of blaming here on the people that actually bought the sauce, claiming that it was your free will to buy it, so it's not really my fault if you end up getting sick or that you don't like it. You use your own free will. I mean, I don't think that argument would actually hold up in court, if we're being honest. Just a thought. Here's what this supposed terms and conditions says, according to Vice, that is. Once the seal is willingly opened on the bottle, it is considered yours and we cannot offer any exchange/refund. Please understand you are purchasing with free will, and Flavor Crazy Inc. does not indulge in the intention of promoting inadequate products. Flavor Crazy Inc. will not respond to negative messages, reference to the owner, nor other consumers. Furthermore, do not post or transmit any unlawful, threatening, libelous, God, I feel dumb, defamatory, obscene, pornographic, that would be something, indecent or profane material, or any material that could constitute or encourage conduct that would be considered a criminal offense or violate any law or regulation. So pretty much she's trying to cover her own ass so that people can't turn around and sue her, but I think the damage is probably done. I haven't heard anything about anybody trying to sue her. There's been a lot of talk about like, oh, we should, but nobody has actually gotten serious about it, to my knowledge, yet. You know, you don't buy a bottle of ketchup from the grocery store and then have to sign as terms and conditions when you do so. You're supposed to trust that the food that you're buying is good. Even though sometimes, yes, with a bad product or a product gets recalled or stuff like that, but still though, that shouldn't be the consumer's burden to carry. There's another instance where she actually claims that she has anxiety, so she can't handle all the hate and everything like that. And mental health is something to be taken seriously, absolutely, but you can't use it as a crutch, especially when you're in hot water like this. Like, if people actually were dying, coming out and saying you have anxiety is not going to save you from anything. It's not going to make people take pity on you or anything like that. So yes, I do understand and I do sympathize with you for having anxiety, but unfortunately it doesn't hold up. Now allegedly the FDA has showed up at her house because people called in.
The FDA showed up to the Pink Sauce lady's house.
We found out about it. We paused, like we didn't ship out anything. We haven't shipped out any packages since, you know, we have became aware of this issue. We also let our customers know that we are working expeditiously to correct any issues that we, you know, are facing right now today for the Pink Sauce to be as successful as it needs to be, and also to, you know, show the people that actually support the sauce that it is safe, and we are taking the precautions to make sure that they are not worried about their health concerns.
Okay.
And we fixed the packaging as well.
Okay. Well, on the business card has my email.
Again, I got to keep reiterating this point because I still don't really think that she gets it. You should have had the safety concerns and everything like that squared away before going into business. The fact of the matter is you didn't even know what the FDA was. You weren't taking anybody's complaints very seriously until you started to learn that the FDA was a real thing and could potentially shut your product down if it is actually getting people sick. One guy, who I'm just going to call a dressing connoisseur, if you will, addresses this whole thing, no pun intended, and states that there's got to be something that she's leaving out of the ingredients because of the way that the sauce binds. I'll let him explain it better than I can.
Interesting thing about dressings that some people don't know. If it's not a vinaigrette, mayo is probably the main ingredient. Now, that's a little bit different when you're talking about companies who have a ridiculous amount of preservatives. Just using this as a random example, Hellmann's, their ranch does not technically use mayo, but it uses pretty much all of the ingredients that you would put in a mayo, with the exception of egg, which they have other things to thicken and bind in place of the egg, such as the cornstarch, xanthan gum, all that. If it does not have mayo, it's almost guaranteed to use mustard. The reason that most dressings, non-vinaigrette dressings, use either mayo or mustard is because it acts as a binding agent. A lot of times you get like a balsamic vinaigrette. If you let it just sit there, it's going to separate. Because it's oil and vinegar, it's not going to mix well. Even if you use like an immersion blender, it'll separate. Which is what makes the texture of this sauce so weird. Now you could point to the honey and say that that's the binding agent. But the thing is, the pitaya is what gives it that color. Pitaya is just dragon fruit, and the red dragon fruit is this color. Even with the fact that it's like mostly water, if you were to use honey as your binding agent and just honey, it wouldn't be quite as dark as the fruit itself, but the honey would darken it. It wouldn't be this light. Also, if you were using enough honey to actually bind the ingredients, it would be thicker than this. This is very light, almost watery. So I was thinking there has to be mayo, or at the very least mustard in it. And then I came across this video, which you see something that looks an awful lot like mayo. And if you look at the ingredients list, there is nothing that looks like this listed here. Even if this is not mayo, at the very least, she is using something that's not here to give it that particular color and consistency. She's definitely not telling us the full ingredients list.
She then goes on to get interviewed and claims that she's a victim of clout.
It's so bad down to the point that someone faked their death. All of this false propaganda that's going on the internet, I'm just a victim of clout.
There is a little bit of that, yes. I can't deny that you are a victim of clout to an extent because of the people that are lying to get views, like the guy who faked his death and the worms in the bottle. Yes, there is a little bit of that. However, there is a lot of mishandling of this product as a whole.
Pretty much all of these questions are being raised from sauce that I made from a pop-up. There were a lot of trolls and a lot of people making fake reports saying that they were getting sick from the pink sauce. However, they never even made a pink sauce purchase. They were solely judging me from the video that went viral that I made at my kitchen. Pretty much people were calling the Food and Drug Administration. The Food and Drug Administration reached out to the Food Health Services of Florida, and they came to my home. We made everything
Chef P.
Clear. He explained to me these accusations that were going on.
I'm not trying to push any hate on this chef here. Really, I can understand people getting mad, especially if their kids got a hold of it and their kids got sick. I would 100% understand. And I might even in that case be willing to raise the question of, do we sue? Because I don't know. The whole process should have been thought out a whole lot better. I hope this was a lesson for her, and I hope that when she does come back with this sauce and start selling it again, that it is a success. I don't know if it's something that I'd be willing to try or not, because pink is just kind of a weird flavor for sauce. And the labeling and the sauce, for some reason, when I first heard about it, I thought Victoria's Secret was just pushing out food products all of a sudden. Lesson here is do your research before you buy stuff off of TikTok, off of even your favorite creators. They come out with something especially edible, you should probably know their background a little bit and at least at least gain some confidence in the fact that they'll at least know what FDA stands for. I wish you luck, Chef Pie. I hope everything ends up going okay in your favor. But I really hope this was an eye-opening experience for you. And that's all I got today. Thanks, guys. Bye.